you?
Pyewacket, a better question would be, who was I? I used to be the Baroness von Kiefer's familiar.
What's a familiar?
A familiar is kind of a special guardian that witches use. I used to serve the Baroness in various ways. Protect her special items while she was away. You know, that kind of thing. Back in the day, I even had some limited magical powers of my own.
What happened?
Well, I guess I wasn't as powerful as the Baroness was hoping, so my job was outsourced to a homunculus.
What do you do around here?
Mostly hunt rats. I used to do it just for sport, but I have to admit Shawty hardly ever feeds me, and the rats are downright tasty.
Do you always eat the rats you catch?
Eventually. Although sometimes I just smack them around for a few hours and maybe scratch them a couple of times. Then I pretend to lose interest. At some point, they figure they're actually going to escape and make a run for it. At the last second, I pounce on them. If I time it just right, I can feel the wave of crushing despair wash over them. It's really a lot of fun.
Damn, that's harsh.
No, it's harsh when I do it to them a second time. You know, just before I bite their little heads off and nibble on their tiny feet.
You mentioned you used to guard various items. What type of things specifically?
Mostly I watched over 2 very special books in the library. To say more would be indiscreet.
That is all I need to know. No, I can't hurt this poor creature. In fact, I think maybe I'll help her. That collar looks a little too tight.
Glad you reconsidered, for your own sake. You know what they say, never bring a knife to a gunfight.
Look out, Mona. Sounds like this kitty might be packing heat.
Aha! I see you're back.
I have the collar for you right here.
You fulfilled your end of the bargain. And for that, I'll tell you the names of the 2 books you need to pull out and put back in on the shelf in the library. They are How to Build a Better Body in Just 30 Days by Dr. Rigor Mortis, and the other is Sharpening Young Fangs, Parent's Guide to Raising the Perfect Vampire by Dr. Max Schreck. You got it? Find those books, and you'll find your way into the Baroness's laboratory. Good luck, Dollface.
Thanks. I'll go try them. Oh, and by the way, before we whacked the whacket, she said she was going to haunt you and your associates for the rest of your lives, and said none of you would escape her spirit's vengeance. Just thought I'd pass that on.
Haunt a pack of rats? Yeah, right. Give me a break, lady. And by the way, how did she know it was us who sent you?
Sorry, fellas. I let it slip. You see, I had a friend who was haunted by a cat she ran over on her bike. She never slept soundly again. She kept hearing the low, mournful cries of that poor, flattened kitty cat calling to her. I'm going to get you, meow. I'm going to get you, meow. Well, you fellas have a good night, and thanks for the information. This looks like one of Shouty's old coloring books. It has a picture of a newt in it. Glad to see he was at least a normal child.
Except he did this as an adult. This is fresh crayon, and that's a new box.
Oh dear. This will be useful. I'll take it. It's a shelf full of weird rectangles.
They're called books.
Boring. I'm done with these books for now. The books didn't work! Those dirty rats! Look, Fudgeweek! A notepad!
Excellent observation, my dear Watson. Let's investigate this notepad further.
How come I'm Watson? You're more like Watson than I am.
Well, you certainly know Sherlock.
I can see the imprint from the Baroness's pen.
Read it!
Why don't you, Sherlock?
I can't read it. It's not my fault bats haven't evolved the ability to read impressions on paper yet.
Well, I can't read it either. The writing is too faint. It's the Baroness's desk. Looks like there's some kind of journal sitting on it.
Ooh, her journal. Let's read it. Maybe we'll find out which boys she likes and what she thinks of her parents.
I don't think it's that kind of journal, Fudgeweek.
It just says, visit Von Kiefer, and then there's a period and the word come. It's very interesting.
That makes no sense. I read about this neat trick of using a pencil to read word impressions in a book once.
You read?
All right. My friend read the book, okay?
You have friends who read?
Okay. So my friend's brother read the book that had this neat trick in it and told me about it. There. Happy? Let's see if this will work.
Your friend's brother's author is a genius.
Aha! Look, Fudgeweek, a clue.
Brilliant! What's it say?
It's a list of book titles. A Teen Campbell's Guide to Crystal Lake. Transylvania on 2 pints a day. The Dark Knight Returns. And Sharpening Your Fangs, a parent's guide to raising the perfect vampire. What does all this mean?
Great job, Sherlock. Apparently we found the clue, but what it's a clue for is a mystery.
I thought you were Sherlock. It's a shelf full of weird rectangles. A Teen Campbell's Guide to Crystal Lake Basin. Transylvania on just 2 pints a day, a traveler's guide. The Dark Knight returns! Sharpening Your Fangs, A Parent's Guide to Raising the Perfect Vampire by Dr. Max Schreck. I'm done with these books for now. Bonsoir! We found the titles of the secret library books. Can you tell us more about them?
I'm just too tired. Those rats from the crypt keep sneaking in while I sleep. I never wake up in time to catch them.
That is all I need to know. Hello?
Hey, hello there yourself, Dollface. How you doing today?
We were thinking we might leave some food out for you. What time were you thinking you were going to go up and raid the kitchen?
Why are you so curious about what time we're going to be in the kitchen?
No reason. We just thought we could leave some food out for you, but I didn't want to do it too early. Otherwise, the cockroaches would get it.
Right. We saw some big old nasty ones up there.
Well, I think my men will be raiding the kitchen around 3 a.m. So if you want to leave a little extra food out for us, feel free.
Thanks. We'll see you rats later.
You bet your sweet tush you will. Believe you me.
Au revoir. Hello again. Hey, we found out what times the rats are going to raid the kitchen. It's 3 a.m.
Wonderful. I can sleep till then. In return, I'll tell you that you simply need to switch the placement of the 2 library books.
Happy hunting!
That is all I need to know.
Holy maggot poppers on wheat! Get a load of this place!
Yes, I would have to agree. It does look rather impressive.
Maybe she's got the recipe for a ghost repellent around here somewhere. If not ghost, maybe just some jerk repellent.
I surely hope so, Frederick. One thing's for sure. We're not going to find much of anything just sitting around here gabbing.
You're right, Mona. Let's trash the place.
Search the place, Frederick. Let's search the place.
Oh, man! I never get to cause wanton destruction.
Ah, the night is still young, Frederick. The night is still young. I can't stick my hand into the green goo. It's boiling hot. It's a chalkboard with some writing on it.
I'm gonna go out on a wing and say that the Baroness was not moonlighting as a schoolteacher. She must have been using the chalkboard as part of the dark arts she was practicing.
We should take a closer look at what's been written on there. It might be helpful. It's a chalkboard. Must be where the Baroness wrote notes for her magic spells. There's some sort of recipe on it. It says, formula for creating carbon-based organic acid. This part is less clear. It says, 3 beakers, purple hearts, green clovers, and orange diamonds. Then 1/3 demonic snot. Ugh, yuck. 1/3 colored drink, 1/3 colored drink.
Why didn't she say 2/3 color drink?
She was an evil sorceress. Who knows how their kind divide? Anyway, let me finish. Cool first, warm second, and cool last.
Cool.
Look for a pink hue. Oh, I love pink. Heat to a boil in a ceramic cauldron till it is glowing red hot. Use demonic heat.
Not good. Demonic and heat are 2 words that should not be uttered in the same sentence.
Pour on carbon-based life form and enjoy. What is a carbon-based life form?
We are. Anything living or made from something living is carbon-based, though some scientists and science fiction writers, notably Jules Verne, theorize that...
Thanks. That will do. It looks like the door to an icebox, and it's all frosted over. It looks like some strange alien controls.
that control the power source to this place, no doubt.
It's a Bunsen burner, a small stove used to heat things. This must be the control valve for the Bunsen burner. Combustible gases are dangerous, and we don't know how reliable this equipment is. I'm not turning it on until I absolutely have to. It's an empty ceramic beaker with a heart symbol. It's an empty ceramic beaker with a diamond symbol. It's an empty ceramic beaker with a clover symbol. It looks like some kind of locking mechanism.
Let's take a closer look.
It's a strange metallic carving of some sort of imp. shelf full of weird rectangles. A teen camper's guide to Crystal Lake Basin. Draxylvania on just 2 pints a day, a traveler's guide. The Dark Knight returns. Sharpening Your Fangs, a parent's guide to raising the perfect vampire by Dr. Max Schreck. I'm done with these books for now. It looks like some kind of locking mechanism.
Let's take a closer look. Did it, Mona!
What did I do?
For one thing, you stopped the worst case of post-nasal drip in recorded history.
It looks like there was something hidden in the river of snot.
Why do I suddenly have the feeling that our adventure just became a bit more adventurous? It must be the special book that Iron Maiden Bob told us about. What did she call it?
The Book of Shrouds. I bet there's something in that book that can help us.
With a name like that, it's gotta be cool. I can't wait to look inside. Wow, what a crazy looking book. It looks like there are a bunch of books within the book.
Interesting. They are all locked. I'll try this one. It looks like the recipe for a spell. It says, "Beware ye who trieth the spell of golem creation, a spell to give magical life to things that have never lived, made up of ye earths, carved by man, and in full man shape. For truly dark magic will thee loose upon the earth, and that is a good thing. I just wanted to warn ye, so ye wouldn't complain later. But if ye be foolish enough to continue, then know that you must find 4 ingredients and mix them into a pure crystal vial. Then spray ye man-like object, and enjoy. Ye golem will then follow all ye commands, even the ones she doesn't like. First, find ye the devil's own plant, deadly nightshade. Then, pluck the flower from that plant and put it in the crystal vial. Next, no spell be complete without ye eye of newt. Don't asketh me why, but ye magic seemeth to be concentrated in the eyes of newt. Next, the spell needeth the horrid stench of a gargoyle's breath. Since they be living rock, thine energy be required. And lasteth, ye needeth be powdered bones of a murdered virgin, fresh ground and pure virgin. No bones of woman who gotteth drunk and don't remembereth what happened after prom. That does not counteth. Ye know what I'm talking about, so no messing around, pure virgin. To recap, get a belladonna flower, gargoyle breath, bone powder from a virgin, and the eye of a newt. Mix them in a crystal vial and spray onto man-shaped statue of earth or stone.
Okay, fine. crystal vial, gargoyle breath. I think I know where we can get some of that. The rest is tricky. Newts are tough to find in the winter. I know. I've tried. And I know where to get some bones. Stinky ones, but bones nonetheless. I have no idea if they're virgins or not, but we obviously can't use one of your bones.
Hey! Hey!
I mean, you need all of yours, is what I meant. Anyway, I think we have our work cut out for us if we want to use this spell. Lame. I have seen way better pop-up books.
Yes, but this one summons the powers of darkness.
Yep, I have to admit, that is pretty cool.
Look, this golem thing comes to life when sprayed with the magic concoction.
I come to life when sprayed too, but the magic concoction is usually beer.